Before you started working with DFY setters and the setters and specialist team, where were things at? What were things like?
We do really well with advertising. We spend a good amount of money on ads. We create really great ads and we've had great results. But I always knew that we were leaving something on the table by not having a good setter program in place. We tried building the setter program ourselves in-house. We recruited, we used recruiting firms, we hired setters, but it never got the level of attention from myself as the owner that obviously working with the closers and the advisors would get. And so the setters were always like that neglected child that nobody really paid attention to. And yet we expected them to get great results, which obviously was not fair. And so that was the impetus to work with you and your team. Was we wanted somebody to come in and run the setter shop and take that responsibility off of my plate.
What was the main trigger that caused you to want to go for outside help?
In this case, it was just knowing that offer existed. So you were I'm not saying you're the only one, but you were the first done for you setter offer that I had come across. We've engaged people in the past to recruit setters for us, but once those setters came in, we would have to run the program ourselves. So you were the first offer that I saw that promised, done for you, come in, run the systems, run the process, run the people, without my having my needing to be involved at a really intimate level. And that was just, it sounded too good to be true at the time, but it was worth the try.
Why did you go for more of a done for you option than managing it in-house? Is there, something that you really wanted it done for you as opposed to in-house?
Managing the advisor team and the closers is plenty of work in and of itself. And it's certainly where my expertise and where my interest lies, working with the advisors. Working with the setters is something that I would constantly neglect. I'm not an appointment setter. I haven't been an appointment setter. I've been a closer, right? I've closed deals for myself before I built the sales team. So I can advise and coach the sales team. The advisor team on how to close deals. That's very much within my purview. I've never been a setter. I don't know how to set calls. I don't know how much volume to look for. I don't know what reasonable conversion rates are. I don't know necessarily how to overcome objections on a setter call. Probably figure it out, but it's likely not going to be the best use of my time and expertise.
You mentioned obviously what things were like before, neglecting the setter team, everything like that. What are things like now with us on board?
So now the big thing is that we have rigor around the setter process. If you asked me before 3 months ago, what's going on with your setter process, you would have seen my eyes glaze over and be like, oh, I don't know. It's a this, it's a that. I don't spend time on it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. Now there's a clear process. We know where our leads are coming from. We know where the sets are coming from. We have clear channels. We're meeting on a weekly basis. You're meeting with the setters more often. There's a process, there's rigor, right? And the results, frankly, are way better than what we were getting before and are only going up. And we haven't quite hit where we want to get to because we have goals. But I have 100% confidence that the process that we have in place now with you and your team is going to get us to the goal that we have for our setter program.
Nice. And sort of digging deeper on that, like what are you looking forward to in future with the setter program?
Ultimately, the setter program is what unlocks scale, right? Because anybody can run ads, not anybody, but lots of folks can run ads and generate a reasonable cost per lead and a reasonable cost per app off of ads. But when you can implement a setters program that drops your cost per application down like 20%, 30%, that's a real game changer, especially in a rising ad cost world. I think a setter program like the one that we built here is quickly becoming a necessity and not a nice to have or a luxury. So for us, it means more profitable and consistent scaling of our campaigns.
You mentioned that setting is becoming a necessity. Would you recommend, a done for you program, and specifically setters and specialists done for you program to others? And if so, why?
Only if it doesn't impede my results. So as long as there's enough Louis-Rae to go around, then absolutely recommend it. No, but seriously, you could build it yourself. Yeah, you could. I'm not saying you couldn't. I probably could have done it. As the owner, that's an investment of time and energy and resources to build your own in-house setter program. Whereas for us, having Louis-Rae, who's been there before, done it before, knows what to do better than I do, having him do it for us is just it's a no-brainer investment.